Access at MATV.org.
Hi, and welcome to Face to Face, an interactive talk show. I'm your host, Priya, welcoming you to our show. Today we have some very special guests with us. They have come from the New England BNP, which stands for Bangladesh Nationalist Party. And the president is Mr. Qazi Nuruzzaman. With him is Mr. Badr Alam Saiful, he's the senior vice president. Mr. Saurav Khan, who's the general secretary. And we have Mr. Mahbubur Rahman, who is the advisor of BNP. Today they'll be giving a presentation. So at this time, I would like to request the president to proceed.
Thank you, Priya. Bangladesh is a small country in the world with 55,000 square miles, that is 144,000 square kilometer, and it became independent and sovereign in 1971 after a 9-month bloody liberation war with Pakistan. There is Pakistani rulers were never giving us the democracy and democratic rights, and they cracked down on the people of Bangladesh on 25th of March 1971, and finally we achieved our freedom and independence in 71. And Bangladesh's main cause was to achieve the rights and economic emancipation of the people of the country. We have a 160 million population presently, but Bangladesh has faced tremendous setbacks after the liberation in 71, in political setbacks mostly. And then immediately after the liberation, the one-party government was introduced by the party in power, that is Bakshal. And after the 75 changeover through a coup, the multi-party democracy was declared by the founder of our party, the Bangladesh Nationalist Party, who declared the independence on the 25th or 26th March 1971 on behalf of the people of Bangladesh against the Pakistani military junta. So this Bangladesh again is under a turmoil, political turmoil. It's now in to an end to a deadlock, and democracy is now in jeopardy. And as in one-party system in 72 to 75, all parties were banned, and they were trying to rig the election and rigging the votes. People were not happy at all. And the General Ziaur Rahman, the founder of this party, introduced the multi-party democracy, and he mobilized the country, inside the country and outside the country, with powers, prosperity. And he used to say he likes the production and politics of production, not the politics of conspiracy or intrigues and palace. So in but unfortunately, some misguided some misguided military persons killed him in later, and then there was military rule of General Ershad, dictator, and he ruled the country for 8 years with a massive will, unitedly with the people of my leader and the founder of our party, unanimously demanded for the caretaker government, and finally the dictator had to step down. He was forced to step down with a caretaker government formed by the Chief Justice of the country, Justice Shahabuddin. And in this 91, this party, our party, was overwhelmingly voted to power. And 96 election, there was another election in 96, that was also held under the caretaker government. That means caretaker government is a selected government by consensus of all the parties, ruling and opposition, and to act as the interim government who are not politically biased or who cannot have any interest in rigging the election. So this was the consensus, and it was incorporated into the constitution in 1996 with the demand of the political party who are in power now. So they were destroying the property and doing and they were not cooperating with the government. So as the people's demands, our party in that time in power accepted their demands and incorporated it into the constitution. But in 96 there was election, there was fair and free election, and then there was election 2001, and there was and BNP came to 2001, and 2008 there was another election, although with some deviation, called the military-backed government. There was some kind of procedural wrong which could be repaired, but instead of going to that concept, this government, when in power, they abrogated the provisions of the constitution, which has been being practiced in Bangladesh for a long time, and for local and international experts and who are well versed in democracy and observers, they all agreed that that is the best way to have a plain level field to organize and solemn the election for the people, so that they can cast their votes and they can fearlessly and judiciously. So this interim government system has, this government when came into power, and they have changed this, amended this, with the pretext that the Supreme Court had given that it contradicts with the constitution. But it is perplexing, verdict that before the 7 days this justice gave this verdict before his retirement of 7 days. So this was still the verdict was that another 2 terms of election could be held under the caretaker government. This is the people's demand. This MEAS, many jurists and lawyers, they were consulted, and the people of the country also uphold the same view. About 90% people want this caretaker government, because recently there was a survey by the leading newspaper, daily newspaper, The Star, and it was disclosed that people want 80-90% people want this caretaker government. And all the judicial experts, international observers, this is the demand of the day. Without this fulfillment of demand, the Bangladesh government, Bangladesh politics and democracy is going to a point of deadlock.